Peace World and EWM community family. This is the Price Action Junkie here on behalf of the Enlightened Wick Masters University with our very first presentation in our curriculum series. I want to let you guys know right now that we have a very detail oriented, a very intentionally curated curriculum series for you all. All right, this curriculum series is what's going to be used to take your trading from 0 to 100. We're going to be covering all topics from a beginner's conceptualization to an intermediate conceptualization, all the way up to advanced concepts and conceptualization, guys. So I want to make sure that you're being over intentional, right? Take your notes, pen, paper, notebook ready. If you're on the go, screen record, take your screenshots, do whatever you have to do that's going to allow you to most effectively retain this information so that you can apply it soon after. Now, in this very first video presentation, we're going to be going over what is Forex. All right, so this is not going to be a long drawn out presentation at all. We're going to get straight to the point. This is why I want to make sure that you don't take it for granted. This is going to be a short video, guys. Make sure you're taking your notes like I said before. Make sure you're being overly intentional, and we'll get right into it. So this is going to be a beginner's introduction into the foreign exchange market. Let's get started. All right, so when we're talking about foreign exchange, there's actually a lot of misconception on what Forex actually is. And I actually just kind of gave it away in the introduction slide, but Forex is an acronym for the foreign exchange market. The Forex market is a global electronic network of banks, institutions, and individual traders. And all of these participants deal with the back and forth price exchange of currencies and other assets as well. Now, if you look at the picture that I have depicted here, it is a currency exchange center. Now, if anybody has ever flown internationally, right, then you've come across one of these currency exchange centers. So if you just happen to roam about an airport, then you've also come across one of these currency exchange centers. And essentially what you do is you take the currency of the country that you are in or you just left, and you exchange it for the currency of the country that you're planning to enter to or that you have just entered into. And this happens based on the exchange rate or the price differential of these said currencies. That would determine how much money you will have to give up and how much money you will be receiving in return. Now, when we're talking about exchange rate, right? The exchange rates are the various prices of currencies that are determined by interest rates that are calculated by the central banks. And see, when we're talking about central banks, we're talking about like the United States Federal Reserve Bank, the Bank of England, the Bank of Japan, the Bank of Australia, etc. Any other central bank that has close ties or deals with determining the price of their currency and has close dealings with the federal government of that country. So we're not talking about your commercial banks. This is not your Wells Fargo's. This is not your HSBC's. This isn't your BB&T or your Chase Banks, right? We're talking about the central banks of each country. These prices are exchanged or bought and sold against one another. And the determining factors are various economic measurements, more commonly referred to as monetary policies. And before we get into monetary policies, I want to just quickly explain the video that you see in the background here. This is a digital currency exchange display. So you see the currency name, we buy, we sell, and transfer, right? So on the left, you see the names of the individual countries and currencies. You see the price that you're going to buy it for, right? And you see the price that you sell for. And this differential, right, is what's going to determine how much of the actual currency that you are going to receive. Now, when we actually are talking about monetary policy, right, this is the control of the amount of money in circulation within a country. The control of quantity is due in part to maintain or manipulate the rate of economic growth, inflation, consumer consumption, employment, and overall liquidity in the market. Monetary policy of the United States is dictated by the Central Federal Reserve Bank. And for other countries, like I just previously stated, it is their central banks. Now, I know you often hear 24/5, $6.6 trillion a day. You hear those terms and phrases a lot when dealing with Forex. So I'm going to actually explain to you what this actually means. So when you hear 24/5, what we're actually saying is that this market is open 24 hours a day, 5 days a week, except on bank holidays. So that means from Sunday, 5 p.m. all the way until that Friday, 5 p.m. Eastern as well. The market opens and the market closes, and the market remains open continuously nonstop for 24 hours a day. Now, in regards to the $6.6 trillion a day, we're saying that the Forex market has a $6.6 trillion daily trading volume. That means on any given day, at least $6.6 trillion a day is traded or exchanged on this market. And with that being said, this makes the Forex market the most liquid industry in the world. So this sector inside the finance industry is more liquid than any other market or any other industry in the world, with $6.6 trillion a day exchanged on a daily basis. All right, so some key takeaways is that Forex stands for the foreign exchange market. It is a global network of institutions, brokers, and traders. The exchange of currencies is the price determined by interest rates and monetary policies. This market is open 24 hours a day, 5 days a week, and it has a $6.6 trillion daily trading volume. And guys, that is literally going to be it for this What is Forex introduction. I hope you guys were able to gain some immense value from this presentation. Be sure to rewind it, pause it, screenshot, take some additional notes if need to, and we will look forward to the next presentation. Peace.